Hi everybody, this is Jennifer with Northwest Stamper, and today I thought instead of doing a project, I was actually going to show you all of the fun stuff that I got from my Occasions and Celebration sneak peek preview that demonstrators get to have. So I thought you might all enjoy, since not everyone gets a chance to see the full catalog in advance, and while I'm very sad that I could not actually purchase the entire catalog, which is what I wish I could do, and in fact even my short list I had to condense a little bit more, so there will be more coming in the next few weeks. But in the meantime, here is all the lovely goodies that I got, and I thought let's take a quick look and show you what they're all about. So, shall we? Okay, so lots to show here. As you can see, I got a little bit excited with my stamps. I guess I should have been clever. I can separate these out. Now, one of the things that's kind of cool is it's Celebration, for those of you that are used to that promotion where for every $50 you spend, you can get a free item of your choice. This year it's actually starting way early. It's starting January 6th when the Occasion catalog comes out, which just means you get way more time to take advantage of all the freebies. Yay, thumbs up. Okay, so I have a few things from that which I will share, and then I have a lot from the Occasions catalog. So I guess we'll start with Valentine's, which I got this stamp set. It's called You Plus Me, and I liked it because I just thought it was kind of neat how it has Your Sweet, Footer Pated, Be Mine, You and Me, and all these things. While they're very love and so very Valentine's themed, they don't necessarily have to be Valentine's. So I got this because I also loved this paper. Now this is a paper stack like we've had before, but instead of opening at the ends, they open to the sides, so you can kind of get a better view of what you're looking at. Now the thing that I thought was very neat about this is that from one direction, here I'll turn it, yeah, so from one direction you are, oops, I should look at it this way, yes. From one direction you have all these sort of hearts and love and red. It's red and let's see, and some of those, like this is like super cute heart pattern. These are basic black, calypso coral, crisp cantaloupe, real red, and then whisper white. So you get kind of some pinky coral reds. So on one side you have your reds, and then on the other side it's all black and white. So if you are feeling more neutral, don't want quite as much of those reds, you can get those. I'll say X's and O's if you can't see it. They have just all these different cute black and whites. So I loved it, and there's that same ampersand, so you can kind of stamp, and this would be perfect for scrapbooking if you're a scrapbooker, or for making bigger layouts. So the neat thing is these are actually going to come in a bundle. You can buy them both together and save. First time I've ever seen a bundle that included paper, and I love that. Awesome. So got that for Valentine's Day. I also got, there's a matching heart, well it's not matching, there's a heart embossing folder that is fabulous. And I, unfortunately, due to a dock worker strike, it wasn't available for when I pre-ordered. It's available now, which is exciting. So you better believe that's coming next. But then for those of us that loved our star confetti punch, here is a heart confetti border punch. So it's that same idea where you just slide your paper in, punch, and you'll get this really cute pattern of hearts. So can't wait to work with that. I already know that that punch and this paper and stamp set will be coming into play in an online class I'll be running in January, and local for those of you that are in the Seattle area. You can come join me in person for it. And then if you have some kids that you want to let them make their own Valentines for class, there's this Hey Valentine's set. Has Hey Valentine's, glad you're in my school, Valentine, you're a treasure, a sweet tweet for you, you're my #1 Valentine. These are super adorable as well, and I just had to get them both for my kids and for them to use for a kids class for stamping. So those are kind of my main Valentine's things that I really liked. One thing that's interesting in the holiday catalog is, or excuse me, the Occasions catalog in the spring here, is they've started doing some stamps are coming in wood, clear, or photopolymer. I think I'll have to look at which ones they are. This one might be one of those. I know it comes in wood and clear, but there's a number of them that do that, which is kind of interesting. Next up is into birthdays. So we have the Celebrate Today, which has these different little balloons They have the little balloon nubby at the bottom, little pieces that can go inside, but it's not necessarily just birthday because it has happy graduation, happy birthday, happy wedding, happy baby, celebrate. This actually says baby on this little banner. And I thought they were really cute in this little hot air balloon. Super adorable, but then the part that's extra cool about these is they also have matching framelits. And there are only a few, but they're the important ones. It's the circle with the little nub, has your little bow, has a tassel. Graduation, everyone, tassel. And then that banner. So these little banners that you have on here, they're a little bit bigger than they look. They fit in this. So another bundle. I love my bundles. Gotta love saving money on awesome things. So I had to get that. Next up is another thing that I could not wait to get. Actually, let me go back for a minute. Let's go back to this Valentine. See this interesting little shape? If you look really close, you notice there's a line because it's meant to be folded over. It's meant to be a little topper. And yes, you could hand cut that. But they came out with yet another cool die. And this is for a treat bag. You can kind of see on the back here, it tells you how to put it together. But the thing that's so great about this treat bag is that you not only have all the pieces, but you have so many extras. So you have a row of stars, a row of hearts that you can use across the front of your treat bag. You have a heart, a star, you have the phrase enjoy. This for you is why I wanted it so badly. I don't know if you can tell the for and you are connected. I will make samples. Don't you worry. But they also have that exact shape that was on that stamp set. So you can make your own bag toppers, treat toppers, tags for your files, whatever you want. That is great. Now, I know it's a little bit hard to visualize, so I went ahead and cut out a little sample here for you. This is using some paper from the holiday catalog that's going away. But, so you've cut out one piece that has the side. You have one piece that's a bigger piece. I'll move these out of the way for you. And then all you need to do is grab your trusty sticky strip or fast fuse. I'm now learning that fast fuse is the best thing on earth when you want stuff to hold and you don't want to have to mess with that red backing of your sticky strip. So you just put a little bit on this tab and then you're going to put it along here. I know that's very precise, along here. And there is, yes. So you just have that little seam. And if I don't know if you can tell very well, this has that little pinking along the top and on the inside. So you have that already done right for you. So all you have to do is that. Add a little bit of extra fuse along here so you can fold it over and have it seal. And then there's this already creased little tab to fold over. Again, do a little fast fuse. Look how fast that is. And ta-da! You have a cute little bag, which I will be using this one at Christmas for a gift card holder for a family member whose name shall not be mentioned yet because they may or may not watch this video. So, this is really fun. It has lots of cute extras. Had to get that to play with it. So the other thing that I just knew I had to get was this perpetual calendar. This is another thing that I could not wait to try out. And again, also another thing that I cannot wait to bring in as a class. It comes in a bag, but then you have in the bag this nice box. So you can actually make it and gift it or store it. And inside is everything you need for a neat little, I have not obviously started putting mine together yet. But it says the perpetual birthday calendar. It'll have your different days of the year. Or days of the year, months of the year. Hi there. You have your matching stamp set if you choose to get it. That helps you decorate it. And then all of the embellishments and accessories to put together the outside of your box. And all of these cute. I don't know if you can see that very well. Sorry guys. Let's see, can you see that? Very cute, isn't it? So this is one of the first things I'm going to be putting together with my pre-order items because I just cannot wait to make one of these. And then start working on the class so that everyone else can make one too because you're going to want to get one. They're going to be great. Let's see, the other stamp set, I had two other stamp sets from the Occasions catalog. I have this one, which is called One Tag Fits All. This is, again, that note tag punch that you've seen that was new in the holiday catalog. It's continuing over, and you can make a whole bunch of tags. You can have birthdays for Eat Cake, I love you, it's true, happy new baby, you light up my life, and you're a gem. These are great for tags on gifts, but it's also great for going on the front of cards. So should be a good one to play with as well. And then the last stamp I have, and believe me, there's so many great ones, but this one is Love is Kindness. It's a little hard to see on the box, but I loved this, and I loved the little newsprint, the little newspaper that's wrapped around the tulips, and it says, "The essence of love is kindness." Could be a nice thank you card, could be a nice scrapbook, page, element, should be great. But what that's really good for is coloring with your blendabilities. And yes, oh yes, there are 4 more blendability colors, now in spring colors. We have the Pink Pirouette here. There's also Wild Wasabi, Soft Sky, and the very loved Bermuda Bay. There's also some matching Bermuda Bay sequins that are coming out that are to die for, and many other little accents like that that are great. One of the things they've introduced that you can use with your blendabilities are these epoxy they're called itty bitty accent epoxy stickers. They look a little, they match the shapes in the itty bitty accent punch pack, but they have a circle, a heart, and a star, or at least the star and the heart are kind of a similar shape. I don't believe that these are going to exactly match your punches. However, what they recommend doing with these, you can use them as clear embellishments, or you can color them with your blendabilities. So you can get a nice clear match to your color epoxy accent. So should be a fun embellishment. For those of you that are more vintage or wedding minded, they have this artisan embellishment kit. I don't know why, I'm very enamored of the fact that it comes in this box, but inside your box you have some ribbons, which are very pretty. I do not want to come out. Oh, it's because they're kind of, they have their own little plastic piece here. There's a kind of plum velvet, I'll call this rose reddish lace, and then you have this sort of blushing bride-esque or crisp cantaloupe. I don't know what they would call that, of that rose trim. You have some really cute accent pieces, from flowers to buttons, and that's a little gem in there. Can you see that? Whoop, nope, can't see it if I take it off the screen. You have some pearls, including jumbo pearls, some doilies, and then these are what I thought were very neat. They are kind of a Sahara sand on one side and a whisper white on the other, and they're just this die cut rose that would just make such a pretty background in a card. So I can't wait to use these. This was one of the main things that I wanted to get to play with that. And then if you need more pretty accents, because we always do, I had to get these. They are the Something Borrowed. And if you've liked those snowflakes in the past that have the gem, you will love these guys. Oops, see, I'm getting used to where my camera is. I've moved where I'm filming from, so it's a kind of variety. So if you can see, this is nice and sparkly. They're little silver embellishment pieces that have a gem in the middle. Unlike the snowflakes in the holiday catalog, there's not a tab part sticking off for jewelry. However, there are these little loops. Here, let's do this whole thing. You can kind of see they have little loops that you can do things with. So you will see these on cards as well. They would make cute ribbon slides, all kinds of fun things. So they have really nice, they have a new lace background stamp. They have some good wedding paper. They have a lot of different elements for wedding as well. They have a graduation stamp set that says, that has a 2015 in it for anyone who has graduations. They have a few different papers. There's one set of papers and stamps that I don't have yet, which is the Painted Petals. And the thing is that the paper pack on it is gorgeous, because here's a little fun tip or little factoid about it, is the paper was actually drawn. It was an artist painted on it to make this really gorgeous little watercolory flower scene, and they did that for all the sheets of paper. And then what they did is they just scanned those in, so your paper is looks like it is a hand painted paper. It just happens to be a print of the hand painted paper. And then they have, this goes with the birthday suite. And they kept it more neutral. I mean, these patterns don't necessarily scream birthday. Initially, there's some that are party hats. Those are kind of fun. And then we have little confetti looks. We have our stripes. And then you get these papers, which can you see? So this is balloons here. Let's see if I can slide it out a little bit. No, it doesn't want to come very well, but I will make it work. So you have balloons. This is what makes it special. So you see that shimmer and shine? That's gold foil in the paper for those balloons. And then same thing for these little sequin paper. This is a little bit hard to see the sparkle and the shine, but it has a bunch of little sequins that are gold as well. So those were some of my favorites. There's one other thing that I cannot wait to get. This will be my birthday and Christmas present to myself. Is there is a stamp set that has what do you call that? Cursive font that says hello, thanks, you, and there's one other word in it. There's 4 words. They're very cute. So it's a thinlet that has those scalloped words, and then there's a matching stamp set that has a couple flowers, and then it says Mother's Day, friends. Here, I will cheat. I will get my catalog, and I'm not allowed to show you my catalog, the inside, which is very sad, but I can at least read you some things. So, look, there's Celebration catalog. Look, here's the outside of my Occasions catalog, and this is a project kit. You can buy it. Everything will be die cut. All you need is some hot glue, and you can put this together, and it's amazing. Now, there's a beautiful stamp set if you'd like to branch out in the past called Sheltering Tree that is going to be phenomenal. Oh, I have that one. I'll have to show you. A new flower and punch set, chalk inks and chalkboard paper, an amazing butterfly thinlet, and coordinating stamp set. And then, okay, here we go. It's called Crazy About You. Comes in wood, clear, or photopolymer, and it has words such as so proud of, crazy about, just saying. And then it has you, rock too. It has Easter, spring, baby, happy, birthday, you make me happy. You know, I love you. It says love so much, or just love, or Mother's Day from all of us, celebrating Father's Day. You can pretty much make any sentiment you want out of this, which is great. There's a little bit of Easter sets. There's some Mother's Day sets. There's baby paper, baby buttons that are adorable. More washi tape, bunch of ribbon. There's some great guy cards, and there's a paper stack, which I haven't gotten yet, that is photorealistic paper for those of you that love that. We have a new alphabet, a new Project Life kit, a new project kit that makes essentially an Instagram album. It's a 4x4 album with 20 page protectors and all these extra accessories. That's very cute. So lots of fun coming in here. If you do not have a catalog coming to you and you would like one, contact your demonstrator. If you don't have a demonstrator, contact me. I would be happy to get one sent out to you so you can get your own to browse through. Now, here's the Celebration catalog. Also, like I said, starts January 6th. You can earn free products. If you're a hostess, you can earn an extra $25 in free benefits if your party or your orders are $250 or more. Very easy to hit, actually, especially with these new catalogs coming out. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can set up an online party, or we can figure out a way for you to get your friends together and make a card together in person. And then there's, if you decide to sign up, you can get 2 items from the Celebration catalog free, or you can get one of the project kits that comes in the Occasions catalog free on top of your $125 in goodies for only $99 with free shipping. So it's a fabulous deal. P.S. If you decide that you want to see all this stuff now before January 6th, you can always sign up as a demonstrator. Give it a try. There's no obligation, no risk, just lots of free goodies, and you can order this stuff for free now already. Totally crazy, right? Okay, so a lot I would liked in here, but I could only get a few things, so here's what I have to show you. I have this Lotus Blossom stamp set, which everybody is just dying over. It's you can call it 2-step stamping, but it's really more like 3-step stamping. It's like the wreath, if you had the Wondrous Wreath in the holiday catalog. You have your base color, which you actually do last. You kind of start from this way and go out, if I recall correctly. Yes, it's a photopolymer, and this is what's kind of neat about it. I don't know if you can see. on the photopolymer itself, it has little tabs, and they show you here on your backing sheet that this is the stamp you do. It has a little tab, and that right there says 1, this says 2, and this says 3. So you know this goes first, this goes second, and this goes third, and you know how to line those up. Then it also has thank you, your kindness, the kindness you show has no end, and some stems. So you can do some very pretty multiple layer stamping. So this you'll be seeing, I'm sure, a lot of. I got the You Brighten My Day stamp set. Again, there's that note tag punch. You're going to see it everywhere, it seems. And I like how they sort of separated out some sentiments. So you have this light, You Brighten My Day. And then the neat thing about this, I'm a sucker for anything that matches punches. So this matches your note card punch. The love and the star may match your hearts, or they're very similar. I think these match the itty bitty punch packs. You have Yay, which matches your banner punch. And then you have this house. Get this. This house matches the What's Up punch, which is 2 arrows. But that's the up arrow. Check it out. That's an up arrow. But it's a house. House. Up arrow. But you can totally punch that out, which is great. And then the last stamp set I got for now was the Simply Wonderful. And it has some really nice sentiments and great fonts. It says, "You're the best. So happy for you. To a great friend. Thanks so much. Congrats. And you're simply wonderful." So, very nice. And then the last piece I have to show you is this paper, which looks really boring on the video. And I'll see if you can see. Can you see that shine? Ooh. What you have on here is you have different patterns. I'll have to, there, you can kind of see. There is the sort of leafy pattern. You have stripes. Trying to get the light to reflect just right on that so you can kind of see. There's the stripes. Diagonal stripes, as it were. Then you have this flower that kind of matches the painted petal. Oh, can we get that? Oh, there you go. So there's this sort of watercolor flower. And then stars. Little, it kind of looks like the star confetti punch a little bit. Oop. Sorry, I know that's sort of hard to see, but you get the idea. And then there's polka dots, little tiny polka dots, which again, it's hard to see without being up close in a picture. But what these are really good for is they're great for misting. So if you spray, if you spritz, if you get one of the spritzers and add some alcohol, rubbing alcohol and your re-inker, you can make your own mist and spray, or if you buy one that you've already bought pre-made from a store. Or to take your sponge, this does great for emboss resisting, so you just rub with, take your sponge, dab it on an ink pad, rub it on here, and these patterns will just pop out at you. So if you've seen on my blog, or if you've got my newsletter, probably more, it might be more my newsletter or my Facebook page. Facebook page is Facebook/NW Stamper. And my mailing list you can get to from northweststamper.com, or you can email me and I'll help you get hooked up on that. But I sent out some sneak peeks, and one of them was a hello card that used this paper that had been colored. That's where that shiny polka dot had been, with the sort of different colors, and then the flower and the hello on top. So there are a few items. I know that was actually kind of a lot, but it was only a fraction of what's in the catalog and a fraction of what I love. But I cannot wait to be making samples, and I will be sharing them at my blog, nwstamper.com, northweststamper.com. And if you have any of these that you'd like to learn more about, feel free to email me or leave me a comment, and I can use them in projects and post them up, maybe do a little video showing you how they work, and get you more information as we get headed into this really fun springtime catalog and classes. So thanks for sticking around, thanks for listening, and I look forward to talking to you more soon and showing you more projects and ideas with all of these fun products and more.